Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. And in today's episode, we are going to be doing a little bit of a prank. I'm in a pranky mood. It's been a long time since we've done one, and I think we're going to prank Iskall a little bit. I've got an idea for a prank. It involves Diorite, and I think Iskall's really kind of the obvious choice. I know we've already pranked Iskall, but at the same time, with how much he just loves Diorite, I think it's kind of the obvious choice. So basically what I want to do is I want to build a truck, like a semi-truck or a cargo truck, and have the back of it opened and have Diorite kind of pouring out all over everything. I got the idea from someone on my Patreon server who built like a truck on top of a hill and then had rainbow-colored wool pouring all out over everything. So, yeah, that is the plan. We'll see how it goes. Now, I should also probably mention, just in case the audio is a little bit unsynced at any point in this video, pro tip, if you are a YouTuber and you are recording videos, make sure your microphone is not muted before you record a video, because sometimes you will record an entire Hermitcraft episode and come to find out later that your microphone was muted for the entire thing, and then you have to do a voiceover. So this is indeed a voiceover because I am a professional YouTuber. So yeah. But anyway, let me get some stuff together, and we'll head into building this thing. I've got a few things together. I think we're going to build it right down over here, kind of in this area, because it's flat, and I need a flat area to put the truck in. I think building the truck at an angle, on angled terrain, would be a little goofy. So right in about here, and I think I'm going to put it like right here, and we'll have the Diorite kind of coming down into this little valley thing. So that's the plan. Let's grab ourselves some coal for the tires, and we'll put one there and there, and then we'll go back a little ways, maybe here-ish. Yeah, about there. And put down some of those. And those will be our tires. We could maybe... no. Maybe like that. Do we like that? I think we... I think that looks like treads. And that's just too many tires. That's too much. So we're going to have to get rid of some of those. We'll get rid of those guys. I think we'll take out... we'll put some buttons on there like hubcaps. Make it obvious that they're tires. One here. Nope. Brake. Put that. Stop. There we go. And that looks like treads yet again. So let's get rid of the middle ones, I think. And I think this will work. I think we'll be fine like this. Let's put those hubcaps on. And then let's go into our ender chest, grab ourselves a crafting bench, and make ourselves some stone slabs so that we can kind of put this stuff in, and we'll get that going. It has been so long since I've pranked anyone. I've been trying to think of a really good prank idea. I didn't want to do something that was super big, because with the very limited amount of playtime I have with my normal schedule, it's hard to find a time when I can be on the server for long enough to finish a prank all in one go, if it's a relatively large prank. So that's kind of a challenge. And then the other thing is, obviously, I can't prank anyone. I can't prank someone when they're online, because that just gets awkward. If they were to stumble across you in the midst of a prank, it would be a little awkward. We're going to use some acacia wood here as kind of like the grill on the truck, I think. Should be fine. And then we'll use smooth stone as the walls, I guess, for lack of a better term. The frame, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We'll just kind of fill that stuff in. But yeah, this prank, I think Iskall might have a heart attack when he sees all the Diorite that's going to be spread around his base. But I think if he does not suffer a heart attack and die, he'll probably find it amusing. Or maybe he'll get really angry. We'll find out. It should be entertaining either way. But, yeah, good stuff. So we'll get some windows in there, and I think we'll wrap them around, like so. There we go. and then we'll build up the back a tiny bit more, and then we'll cap it all off with stone slabs as kind of the roof of the cab of the truck, the part that you actually, would sit in if it was a real truck. And that looks like a truck. Looks good to me. I think it's passable. It gets the job done. I'm going to put some slabs, I think, inside, right in here. And that way, nothing can spawn in there. We don't want zombies spawning in our truck or anything like that. I mean, then again, it would have a driver. The truck would then have a driver. So maybe I shouldn't have put the slabs in, but oh well. They're in place now. So the next thing we need to work on is kind of the back of the truck. And I want to do something with the little area there to have a little bit of differentiation between the trailer. What was I doing here? Oh, yes, I was just getting cobblestone. Fast way to get cobblestone. Totally forgot that Iskall has a haste 2 beacon, so I wasn't expecting to mine everything that quickly, but that's okay. So we'll get a little cobblestone kind of in the back. And then we'll just get some more cobblestone over here with our super awesome pickaxe. And that way we can make some stairs and finish off our little cobblestoney bit right there. I need to get up, I believe. There we go. And we'll do something like that. Let's see how that looks. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I am going to go ahead and change it later if I remember correctly. But that's all right. I think it would look pretty good either way, honestly. Let's get the walls of the truck in place. And I want to have smooth stone for kind of the back wall. And then smooth stone going along the sides as well. And I want the trailer to be a little bit taller than the cab. I think that's probably the best bet. Let's see. So we'll go here, I think. And this will be the top. And then we'll cap all that off with smooth stone slabs, or with stone slabs as well. And that way it's just a little bit taller. Gives us a little bit of that differentiation and that height difference. And I think it looks all right. Now, the truck is very gray. I know. It's okay. It's not an exceptionally interesting color palette. It's not going to jump out too much, but that's okay. Because the truck is only one portion of this prank. There's much more. There's going to be diorite everywhere. It's going to look like this truck is going to have been holding a rather ridiculous amount of diorite. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play around with this little part again, because I'm not super happy with the way that it looks. We're going to try a couple different things before I finally settle on something. We'll give that a go. There we go. And then put cobblestone slabs like so. And that looks all right too. I don't think that's bad, but I ultimately later on decide that there's just not enough depth there, and I change it up again a couple times, in fact. In the meantime, though, I want more cobble because I want to make some cobblestone walls. And those cobblestone walls are going to be used as like the exhaust pipe things that come out the side. As you can tell, I'm very knowledgeable about vehicles. You can tell from the very technical terminology I'm using, like exhaust pipe thingies. That's the technical mechanical term for those of you who aren't, as familiar with vehicles as I am. Obviously, real mechanics only use the technical terms like exhaust pipe thingies. We'll put some iron blocks down up there as kind of the top of the door, the big metal door that was the door thingy. Once again, the technical term, the door thingy that would slide up and down. But yeah. Now here I'm kind of looking at that and deciding that I want some depth here. And I'm going to play around. I'm yawning. And Vintage Beef is sleeping. He's probably causing me to yawn. I'm going to play around with this a little bit until I finally decide on something relatively simple. But we're going to go with that, and I'm going to look at it and go, it's okay, it's not okay, it could be better. So I'm going to end up getting rid of that. And then we'll try a few other things. We'll get rid of this, put like wings almost, not really wings, but an upside down stair that kind of angles out to the front. Put a torch in there just so, once again, nothing spawns. I'm going to look at that and go, once again, not great, not awesome. I think we could do better. What if we just put cobblestone right there? Oh, look, depth. It's amazing. And that's what I'm going to ultimately settle on for both sides. So we'll put our cobblestone right there, and bam, look at that. Beautiful. So now the truck itself is pretty much done. There's just a couple little things we need to do. We need to get diorite kind of spilling out all out the back. And the story here is basically that this is a truck belonging to Iskal's diorite cleaner whatever company. Well, maybe it's his company, maybe it's a rival diorite cleaning company. Either way, it's a truck belonging to a diorite cleaning company. So we're going to put a giant D on either side of the truck for diorite. And of course, we are going to make that letter out of diorite. Because, why not? So, let's get, I was considering using iron blocks for that, and I realized that's a terrible plan. So, I'm going to run to the house and grab some diorite. I'll be right back with you. All right, so I'm back. We're going to go ahead and fill those letters in with a D for diorite. Now, one thing is that there's not really a whole lot of line. There's not a clear line where the diorite meets up with the stone slabs. You can see there's just not that much separation. So I think I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to go with polished diorite instead of regular diorite. We'll just grab that guy. There we go. And put that back. And then we'll go ahead and grab up all the diorite here. I missed one, of course. There we go. And let's just make 16 polished diorite and use that instead. And that way we'll get just a little bit of a line, a little line separation, if you will, between where the stone slab meets up with the diorite. You can see when we look at it here, that looks just a little bit better. You can make it out a little bit more clearly. So I think it's good. Now we just need to get all the actual diorite itself all over everything. So we're going to kind of start up here, and we're going to have it look like it's kind of pouring out the back of the truck, almost like it's like a liquid. It's just kind of it's going to basically end up going everywhere. So we're just going to plop it down, put it everywhere we can, kind of mess with the shape, make it kind of an abnormal shape a little bit. We'll bring it down. We'll kind of fill in little bits where we can, all sorts of stuff, and we'll bring it down until it kind of goes into this little valley or ditch or whatever you want to call it down here. Then we'll basically just build on it and keep adding more and more diorite until it reaches all the way over here. We'll just basically cover as much of this landscape as we can, and we'll mix it into the ground a little bit as well. So we'll just get rid of pretty much all of this and just, cover it in diorite, because we all know how much Iskal loves diorite. I think he will love his beautiful new landscape outside of his house. I think he'll really enjoy it. It's going to be it's very modern, it's very sleek. It's a very bold statement about I don't know, something. I'm not really a deep person. If you want deep, insightful things, Joe Hills is your guy. If you're looking for random sarcastic jokes, that's more me. That's a lot more me. I don't know. But basically, we're just going to keep covering all of this with diorite as much as we can. We're going to, and the thing is, maybe Iskal will be grateful, because we'll have given him all of this diorite to dispose of properly. I know he's really kind of big about disposing of diorite safely. There are certain, of course, regulations and guidelines, statutory requirements for how you have to dispose of diorite, just like any sort of waste product. So, he'll probably really be glad that we're giving him all this diorite to dispose of, because that's one less thing that's just less diorite on the server to be used. So he'll probably be grateful now that I think about it. Assuming he doesn't love it. Maybe he'll love it so much that he keeps it. I don't know. But I'm going to keep filling in this landscape. I think we're kind of at the point now where there's probably enough diorite here that the point has been made. But at the same time, why not add a little bit more? We've got this kind of nice looking spillage occurring, shall we say. We'll fill in a little bit here. Just kind of clean it up, make it a little bit more random in some spots. And, why not? Let's add some diorite over here too, because why not? It was such a nasty spill that occurred that it even managed to go across the road somehow. I'm not really sure of the scientific properties of diorite. I don't know if it's a liquid or maybe it teleports into random places. I don't really know. But either way, it ended up across the road. Maybe it was flung when the truck broke down. I could put diorite all over his fences and stuff, but I think that would be a little bit overkill. And I don't think it would really fit with the idea behind the prank, which is that the truck spilled and caused this to happen. So I think it's good. I think it's pretty much good at this point. We're just going to kind of double check it, eyeball everything. Truck looks good. I think it's obvious what's going on. And I think at this point, pretty much all we need to do is make some signs. And a chest, because I need to give Iskall his materials back. I think some of this orange sand and stuff he gathered himself, so I want to make sure that he gets that stuff back. All right, so we're getting the final signs in, and it says, "Oh no, it seems as though this semi belonging to the Diorite Cleaning Company has had an unfortunate accident. It seems as though its cargo has spilled everywhere. If you want to file a claim, please contact the law offices of Welsknight, Wells, and Knight. Free consultations! ! It's like a commercial out of one of those like legal commercials. If you have been wronged, call our offices. Operators are standing by. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Contact the offices of so-and-so today. Don't be a victim." Stuff like that. But anyway, that's basically it. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Kind of a fun little prank. I think it should be a good time. I think Iskall will get a kick out of it. He's probably going to hate me, but he'll get a kick out of it after he recovers from his heart attack from all of the diorite spread all over his lawn. So yeah, there you go. Let's take a look at it from up above. Yeah, that's a lot of diorite. It's kind of everywhere. I think it's beautiful. I think it serves its purpose. I think it looks good. And there you have it. But guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it. It really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.